is Wolverine doing, to rectify the situation?
Sure.
How Street?
Yeah. I think at the highest level, Wolverine is committed to providing residents confidence in their drinking water. And as this situation has developed, and it is, you're pretty familiar with PFAS. It is an emerging situation. And as we have become aware of the situation, we have worked proactively and quickly to try to understand what's going on, and then also work to find solutions to provide the residents in the House Street area confidence in their drinking water in the short term, and so we understand what a longer term solution is. I'm sure you know the timeline, but we were notified in March of this year by the first time by the DEQ about the potential. Okay. We did some testing in April. The April testing came back. I think we did 6 sites in April. 8 sites in April. Those 8 sites came back with either no detect or low detect. Mm-hmm. And then we wanted to understand. We kept curious about. We want to understand. What does this mean? What could this potentially mean? And we began to work internally. And then in June, the Belmont Armory did a well test as part of the Department of Defense, which you probably know, you're very familiar with this. Mm-hmm. And they came back, I think, at 97 parts per trillion on that test. Right. Almost simultaneously with that, there was a request for a well drilling permit at a vacant parcel. Mm-hmm. And then in conjunction with DEQ and the Kent County Health Department, given the underlying concern of PFAS may have been disposed, or PFAS material with PFAS in it may have been disposed at the House Street site back in the late 60s, we agreed to do a larger sampling in the area. I think we went out to 28 residences, 21 agreed to be sampled. We got that happened in July, and we got the results on the 7th and 8th of August. Of those 21 results, it's essentially a third, a third, a third. A third were low detect, a third were between 0 and 70, and then a third were greater than 70. We found those results on a Tuesday, and that same day we said we have to find a water solution for the residents that had been tested. So we bought Meyer gift cards and offered to buy bottled water for all the residences that were sampled, regardless of their results. So we didn't say if you're 0 to 70, we're not going to offer you a solution. We offered it to everybody. Okay. And then we went out and secured and began to install a water filtration system, the one that the DEQ recommends and is certified for PFAS removal. Okay. So we began to install those that same day. The Friday of that week, so just the timeline, the sequence of events, that Monday and Tuesday we got the first batch of results back, out with water to the residents, ordered filtration systems, and by that Friday we had submitted a plan to the DEQ to test our own site of the House Street property.